Okay, all right, here we go. Lorraine,
Hi.
um, welcome. Now,
Thank you.
last year we worked together for a little bit, but not
Yes.
much. And this year we're going to work together a lot. So want to basically ask you some questions just to see where you're at with your e-learning integration in your classroom, and then we'll do the same thing, ask the same similar questions at the end of the year to see how or where you've got to. So if we can just
Okay.
start off, what e-learning or ICT did you use in your classroom last year?
I had the computers all going where the children are working on them. They were publishing their stories, taking
Did you have a
photos.
wiki last year? I can't remember.
Yes, we had a wiki. Every child had their own wiki. They were actually able to do their stories and embed photos.
Oh, cool.
Um, the main thing that we did work on was they each created an individual PowerPoint where they did
Mm.
their stories, and then they sort of like embedded the photographs of themselves, special events that we had, so like Wheels Day and pets and
Cool. And
just
because you're a year two class,
year two,
so
yeah.
were they quite independent with doing that?
They
Were
were
you
very independent. The other thing that we did was the voodoo was
what Wakaaranga? No.
oh no, where you had the
Toondu?
you chose a character and they interviewed each other.
Oh, extra normal.
Extra, no, that was it. That was
Yeah.
it. They did that,
Cool.
and they were actually able to embed them
So why are you
onto
working with
their.
me this year? You're doing it already
Well,
anyway.
actually, they started teaching me.
Brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant.
But they did, and they it was really good because we created an expert wall,
Yeah.
and the children knew where to go, but by the end of it, they all knew what they were doing,
Right. And
except
you're
for the
doing the
kids that had moved on.
right. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So clearly it was successful. So to make that successful in your classroom last year, what modifications did you have to make to your classroom management?
Well, just making sure that they all equally had a turn on the computer.
Yeah.
Um,
But you mentioned your class experts. That worked really well, did it?
that worked really, really well.
Yeah.
And when the experts were getting a little bit stale and wanting to learn new stuff, we had Leslie Rogers' children
Oh, yeah.
from year 6 come in and teach them other things on
Cool,
the
cool,
computer.
cool,
So
cool.
that was really awesome. That
So,
really
so,
worked
so,
well.
did you notice an impact upon student learning outcomes because of using these e-learning tools?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, how did that show itself?
Well, it showed it actually in their ability to be able to use the computers,
Right.
and be able to tell their parents, and to have their parents coming into me the next day saying, oh, apparently they can insert pictures,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
things like that.
So, do you think things like the literacy or numeracy ability improved as a result of using these tools, or you were not really looking at that?
I wasn't
No.
really
Okay.
focusing
All right.
on
All right.
that.
Right. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So did when you were doing an activity, so like you're doing, like you said, extra normal or using the wiki, did you find with your year twos that you actually had to, you spend too much time getting the kids to learn how to use the tool rather than worry about the content they were trying to create using the tool?
No, 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 I wasn't worried about that. Repeat that question.
Well, the question really was, did the e-learning tool get in the way of the learning you wanted the kids to do? And the learning would have
No,
been,
because what we did first was I concentrated on training up a few children.
oh yeah, yeah. So
And
your experts
then,
thing worked.
yes, so the experts wall, thanks to you, it really did work.
Yeah. Okay.
And of course, I was still able to get on with everything else. This year's different.
Yeah, of course, new kids, new stuff.
Yeah.
But you still got some kids from last year?
No,
No,
they've
no,
all
so
gone
they're all new.
through,
Okay,
so
all right.
their
So,
teachers will be
have you inherited any from Shumba?
No.
No. Damn. Okay, all right.
No.
Okay, so if you could do that work again that you did last year, and you're going to do it again anyway, how would you improve what you did or delivered with respect to using e-learning tools in the classroom?
How would I?
I mean, basically, were there roadblocks for you, or were there things that you felt that just was too difficult to do with year two students?
No, I didn't actually.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's
I
really
didn't,
empowering.
and that's with no. I mean, this year, as I say, is different.
Mm.
Like starting off, like the children that I had come to me last year, a lot of them had some sort of like idea about the computers and that, and I've probably just got a couple. So this time it will be different
Yeah.
until I can get them
Well, we're going to start faster. You've got 7
Yeah.
computers now, in your
Yes.
classroom? Yes, that should be good.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So what e-learning goals have you set for the coming year in terms of in your classroom? What would you like to achieve?
I would like to achieve twice as much as what I did last year. I still want the children to create their own PowerPoint again.
Yep.
But I want to actually be confident in being able to do photo story and Wakaaranga, confident.
Yeah.
And I just want to learn some new,
Okay.
strengths. I just, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be all good. We'll see how we get to in November then.
Okay,
All
yeah,
right,
I'm
thanks.
ready. I'm ready.
Good.
No,
Well,
I'm going to share.
It's measurable now because you did say twice as much. We can now measure it, you see.
Yes, we can. I want to do an awful lot.
No, you're going to be great.